Seth Joyner is making a strong case for himself to be defensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. But hope he dialed back. He even said for the Philadelphia Eagles, I would even take a linebacker coach position. And that's open. That is open. Can he get the job done? I think linebacker coach, yeah. Defensive coordinator, I don't know about that. And there's some reasons why. And we gonna talk about that, y'all. Yo, that. A-G-L-E-S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Western.
Then I'll go a step further. If the circumstances are right, and Philadelphia is the only team that I might do this for. If the circumstances are right, I'll come in and be the linebackers coach.
Wow.
If the circumstances are right, because you know what, I have a passion for the game. Okay, and if I can, if I can have input, which I think is, should be synonymous when all the coaches are sitting around, putting together game plans and having conversations, if I can have input, and I'm not saying that I always have to be right and my way has to be the only way. Okay. But if I can have input, or if I have a voice that's heard, then yeah, I would do it.
Yo, that man, you know who it is, you know what it is. Your boy Philly Fresh, aka the General here reporting for duty. Listen, if you have not done it, I appreciate it. If you hit that sub button, that's right down there. There it go. Yes. And also, it is a bell next to it to let you know to put up all the slaver notification gang. Yo, that gang. Yo, that. Last but not least, make sure you hit the like for your boy. However the algorithm works, more people get to see me, more people get to see the merch. Shout out to Print Champs and all that for what we doing. You know what I mean? Like, doing big things, and I appreciate y'all for buying it. All right. Fresh fact. Fresh fact today is, it is easy to be a backseat driver or a passenger seat driver. It is easy to look at something and say, "Oh, I would have did this, or I could have did that. I would have did that. I would have." It is so easy than it is to be really in a field or whatever situation you're in and really be in that moment. A lot of people can say what they would have done and what they could have done if they was in that position. But once you're in that position, a lot of people that say that they would do something different fail. Now here's what I'm gonna say, and it's leading to this video. Seth Joyner. Seth Joyner is he's an all-time Hall of Fame Philadelphia Eagle. I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame for the Eagles, but he should be. Being in that Buddy Ryan defense, I'm talking about, like, that defense is, a lot of people talk about the Chicago Bears. A lot of people talk about the Miami Dolphins and the kind of defenses and the Baltimore Ravens, but 91, 92, this is one of them ones. When you had R.I.P. R.I.P. to Reggie, Eric Allen, Seth Joyner, of course, just a bunch of guys that was getting the job done when Randall Cunningham really didn't have a lot of offenses. Now, me personally, I was only around like 9 or 10. I did do my research growing up as a kid, being an Eagles fan, and you understood how that defense was dominant. But here's what I'm gonna say: being a coach is something different, and Now, seen the shirt I put out. I put it back in the video in the intro. I appreciate Seth Joyner for saying, look, for the Philadelphia Eagles, I'll even be a linebacker coach. And that's where we got to talk. Because defensive coordinator, I don't think just coming right off the streets and being the defensive coordinator, dealing with the new guy, the new age of guys, the Haas Diddy guys and the Madonnas and all that kind of stuff, you're gonna have that. And Seth Joyner, he's really a straight to it kind of guy. If you really followed him while he was on the Eagles post games, and now he's with I can't even remember the YouTube thing that they got going on, but they doing their thing. So we're gonna go back. I gotta put the specs on when I talk about stats. So we're gonna go back. Seth Joyner, in his career, played 195 games. He started 172. He has 24 interceptions. While getting those interceptions, he has 370 yards running back for the interception, right? Got 2 touchdowns, 26 forced fumbles, 52 sacks. This is a crazy stat, and I had to go to a couple links. So it just had to be crazy to me, but it's real. He has 181 solo tackles, but he got 1,123 combined tackles. That man was all over the field. That man was hunting things down. That is a lot. That is a crazy leap from solo to combined. And we all know he played with Buddy Ryan. I mean, not played with, but played for Buddy Ryan in that defense for the Philadelphia Eagles. Made All-Pro 91, 93. He went to Arizona, got traded to Arizona, and then got traded to Denver, won a Super Bowl with Denver. Shout out to him for that, right? That's it for the stats. But this man knows how to get the job done. He's been around Super Bowl champions. He is a Super Bowl champion himself. He's been around Reggie White, one of the greatest pass rushers. A lot of people don't talk about RIP to him. One of the greatest pass rushers ever. And he knows how to get the job done, right? But when you look at it, it's a different beast when you have to deal with these guys who basically getting more money than you. They're probably in their 5 years getting more money than you did in your whole career. And it's not a shout. It's not like a shot to you. But at the same time, you have to understand these kids are arrogant. These kids are arrogant. Now, if you want to come in as a linebacker coach for the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm all for it. Howie Roseman, go talk to that man. I mean, when you look at him being aggressive, but he did say he wanted to have a say in things. And I don't have no problem with that. Because I think if he was on the staff when Jonathan Gannon, probably in the Super Bowl, he would have a fortitude to tell him, yo, listen, I know the grass is slippery and our edge rushers are not getting there because they're slipping. How about you send some things straight up the middle? Because we didn't really see that in the Super Bowl. How about you send some linebackers straight up the middle? Put Kaiser White, Hassan Reddick, and TJ Edwards in a position to where though it's a straight line. They don't have to juke and all that to where they're slipping. We know what's going on. It should have been adjustments made in the Super Bowl when you know your guys are slippity-bippity. And it's not your fault. But if you run a straight line, maybe you can get to Patrick Mahomes. That didn't happen. You need a guy like this that's going to forget all about your accolades, forget about who you are, forget about what the GM is paying you, forget about all that. I'm here to keep it raw and keep it real. To me, him and Brian Dawkins would have been the perfect guys in the Super Bowl just to be in Jonathan Gannon's ear. Yo, send some guys up the middle. We are going around it. All our guys on the edge are slipping. You seen Brandon Graham, Hassan Reddick, all these guys are slipping. Shoot some guys up the middle. And I think we probably be Super Bowl champions right now if you do that. All you needed was 1 or 2 stops, and you couldn't get that in the second half. They didn't punt in the second half, and that's discouraging. To me, if Seth Joyner want to come in and have a say and be a linebacker coach, Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie, Nick Sirianni, get the job done. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, because to me, I think if you have Seth Joyner on this team and he has a say and he can talk to the defensive coordinator in the game and see what he knows and what he's seeing on the field, we probably come out as Super Bowl champions and victorious. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all already know, man. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that. It's a Philly thing, man.
Stay Philly, stay fresh.